Our country in Georgia, we have no death penalty, and I think it's right because it comes from our religion. As nobody has the power or right to kill another person.
Yes.
There are many other ways to keep this person, maybe till death, to prison or something like that.
Some of you may, as you write up your ideal Bill of Rights, you may choose to write up this in such a way. You might not be so vague. You might just say, and the death penalty shall not be a legitimate punishment for a crime. You may decide that. You may not.
Because worst punishment is to be in a prison for the whole life for like 60 or 70 years.
Yeah.
Because I think it's not so bad to be murdered, and if he or she had murdered someone, then the person who murdered the murderer is again a murderer.
And that's just the kind of debate that goes on in the states, in the United States, and it's probably for reasons of that kind that New Jersey recently decided we're abolishing the death penalty. There still will be a life sentence in prison, but not the death penalty. So, two more hands on this.
I think every country in the world should have the death penalty.
Should have it?
Yeah, because you know, if you kill one,
Isn't this an important point that we're hearing? Let's hear this expressed. Yes, the reason for this.
If you kill someone, you should be killed. You know, death penalty is for. I think you will not. They will not give you death penalty for nothing. You know, if it is hard crime, you should get to that.
Okay, and this is a major debate that could take us a long time in the sense of the propriety of the death penalty. But in legal terms, for our purposes, the U.S. has not prohibited the death penalty and has allowed us a matter of choice. So we see two more comments here before we go.
Yeah, I really believe that that the death penalty is not for such huge crimes, is not the best solution, because the person doesn't really realize what he has done. I mean, it's just a minute and he's dead, and doesn't regret for what he has done. He will have much tougher time, and he will have time to think if he's in prison for life, and he will go through horrible things, and that's how he might regret about what he did. And I mean, that's the purpose of the punishment, to regret, and not just to condemn somebody to death with actually giving them the chance to free themselves from whatever whatever they thought of or they might think.
I see where you're coming from, but a lot of the time, since prison is such a confined area, and they don't have anything else to do in prison but plan other murders, because that's what a lot of them do when they get in jail, and then if you let them back out, or if their sentence is up, then all they do is just go commit more murders.
Or even communicate with people on the outside to help them orchestrate kind of thing. Yeah, that's the debate. It's fun.
Well, I think that Emma is not right, because someone can accuse wrong person, and then the wrong person can be killed, and it's just unfair.
No, that's a good point to bring up. That's a good point to bring up. And we should say on that is the opposition to the death penalty in the United States is in large part fueled by just that concern.
Yeah.
The possibility, there's not yet been an actual case of where someone has been definitively executed and has been later shown to have been innocent. But there have been cases where someone has been on death row, that is, eligible for the death penalty, and only later do they learn that that person was actually innocent and remove them. So that's one of the reasons why.